Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new video, and this one is part of the Pocket Page Roundup YouTube hop I'm doing for 2021. I organized this with a bunch of other YouTube scrappers to focus on pocket pages because I feel like I don't see enough of them, and so I want to encourage as many people as want to try it to give it a whirl, see what you think, and you can see some of our ideas. And for this month of April, our theme is Nocturnal. I love to take night shots, and so I thought I'm going to work that in somehow and maybe encourage people who don't take a lot of night photos to maybe think about it. So what I have here are photos from Dublin. I went to the Hard Rock Cafe, and I had gone already the first time I was ever in Dublin, so personally I didn't need to go again, but I had two people back home who wanted me to go and pick up something for them. So I did, and I have these lovely shots from outside the building. Definitely want to use those. And then I have some extra things here from inside the store. So I have my receipt from what I bought. I have this shirt. My daughter actually requested that when she saw there was one that had Freddy on it. I sent her a picture and she said, that's what I want. So I got her that. And then I had another friend whose dad wanted a hat, so I was able to get that. So those aren't really night shots, except they happen at night, but these are the focal points. I need to find some cards that are going to work well with them, and I'm not exactly sure what those are going to be. I don't think I have any in my travel stuff that are specific to nighttime. In my general stash, I think I had a couple, but I may have used them already. So I'm going to go in and look at cards, and then I'll be back. So for this pocket over here, I think I have found a card. This was in my regular stash. I love the color. It matches what I have here. I love that it's got a circle which mimics the Hard Rock sign and a star in there because I also remembered that I have these. I got these from Citrus Twist, have never used them. I have all of them available, but look at those colors. They are perfect. The blue up here, the purple, the gold. It's like they were meant to be. So I'll use those in some way. So that's great. Then I have to figure out though, what do I want to do up here? I have two photos I have to work in plus the receipt. So I could do a flip and have all three of these in one pocket and have another card here. Or I could use the receipt over there, use two photos here and find a card in the middle of those. I'm just not sure. So I'm going to keep going through my stash and see if I can figure out how I want to configure these for this top portion. And that'll probably guide my decisions for the rest of this. All right, when I went into my stash of travel cards, I found this, and I think it's pretty perfect. It matches well, again, with all the colors I have. There's even a little bit of blue there, and then I'm figuring probably on this card I can work in like a purple star or something because I don't need to journal twice. But I'm excited. I think this was actually from a New York set, but it works for this. Dublin's a big city, bright lights, it works, so I'm going to use it. Now I have to figure out, do I want it to be here so that you see both of those cards, or do I want it to be in the flip somehow? I'm thinking maybe to leave it right where it is in that pocket because I want it to be the night theme, and then you won't see the rest of these, which are inside, until you do the flip. So if I had to guess, that's probably what I would do. Oh, but you know what? If I put the receipt on top, then I have a bunch of white next to each other. Not sure how I feel about that. Maybe I could switch Freddy and put him on top. I'm going to think about that some more, but at least I have the cards picked out, and then I can start embellishing. Like, there's a lot of dead space here. I can embellish here. I can figure out maybe if I want to do anything else with this card and this card. All right, as I was looking at all of these, I still haven't figured out quite what I'm going to do there. I do know I'm going to have these cards though, but I'm going to switch them because I want to be able to put something in the dead space here, and I don't want this across from each other because I also think I'm going to take one of these little stars and put it in the middle in a different color so that it really brings in that bright color. So I think in order to do that, I have to switch these. So this one will now be down here. That way I can put something here and it won't interfere with anything. And then I have this up here. Oh shoot, then these will be on top of each other. Okay. What if I have to switch like this? I might have to do that and have them over there That wouldn't be so bad, I think, because then these would be opposite of each other at least. Okay, well, I think maybe I'll go with this configuration. Now I have to pick out which star I want for in here, and I think I want this smaller purple one. I'm not quite sure how it'll fit. It's quite a bit bigger than that. Let's take it out. Just see. I don't know if that was supposed to be adhesive on the back or not, but that's the way it came out. Not sure, maybe not. But I have glue dots, so I'll use those on there. Let's see how it'll look. You know what? I think that's perfect. It'll just fit if I place it correctly. Love it. I love the way that looks. I do think over here, because I'm not going to journal or anything, I want to use this big purple one so that I have two purples, but it's much bigger and takes up more space. If I off center that to the left, I could also fit in one or two smaller ones depending on if I want a visual triangle around or what I'm doing. So for sure I'll use this one, and then I'll see what I think about the smaller ones. Okay, I've put those on already, and then I have a yellow one I want to put down here, but not one of these, they're too big. So I found actually that I have some puffy stickers, and I'm going to use that little yellow one, and that'll be down here to bring in the yellow, which is great. I'm super happy with that. I did also discover that I don't know what I did wrong there, but they are self-adhesive. When I pulled off these two, they were fine. So if you buy these, just make sure you pull them out of this backing carefully to make sure that the adhesive stays on them. There you have the card with all of the stars on them, and I love it. I also put this photo back in there because for now, I think the 3x8 portion is done. Since I have this, I don't know that I want to add anything too crazy to this photo. So now really I'm working on this right-hand side. I have to figure out what's going to go here, and I still have to figure out this flip. I think I have found something for this space. It's a little bit bigger than I was planning on, but I think it'll work. I found this in my travel stuff, and it's black and yellow. It perfectly matches the shirt with Freddie on it. Still works with everything else I've got going here. And I can just attach it right there, cut off the little bit that's left, or, well, maybe not. Should I just do the whole thing? Or I could do it hanging off the top like that. I have options. I've decided I like this better hanging off the top, so I have adhered it already. Now I'm just going to cut off the extra here, and I'll probably put a mini staple in there. Very nice. And yes, let's do a staple right in the middle. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now that is done, and now I have to face the music. No pun intended. I just realized I have to figure out what to do with this. So really I need to find, am I going to drop this in just as it is? Because it looks like, did I already cut it to 3x4? I probably did when I was prepping stuff for the album. So I could just leave it as is, or I could cut it down a little bit more and have a background showing. So I have that, and then I have to figure out, do I want to use like a plastic photo flip, or do I want to use my die to make it all one flip and attach it that way? I have decided I'm going to do the full photo flip here. So I have my die from Ellie's Studio. So if you're interested in getting that, that's where you can find it. I don't know that I'm going to use any of the other pieces right now. Probably just this one, but I'll start with this as a base and we'll see what happens. All right, so I cut my paper and I did my die cut. You can see it scores it in the middle. So all I have to do is fold it like so. And now I can start attaching my photos. I have attached two things already. I did my Freddie photo on the front, and then I did the receipt in the upper part. Here I'm going to put the hat photo, but I remember that I have a stamp, a travel stamp, that says souvenir. And I want to stamp it right here, I think, so I have to go find that, and then I'll do my stamping. Here is the stamp set. This is called Travel Words from Kelly Perky, and it actually says souvenirs with an S, it's plural, but that's fine because I did end up getting two, the shirt and the hat. So I have that ready to go. It's already on the block, and then because this is a photo, I'm going to use Stays On ink so it doesn't smear. I have done the stamping on there, and so that one's ready to go. I'm going to put it inside the flip, and then I will put everything in the pockets and see if I need anything else. I've attached the other photo, and I do think I want a little star here as well. And I might pick one of these and just go with the blue because this kind of matches. Maybe this one does to this photo. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it, but it'll either be this one or one of the blues. All right, my layout is complete. Some close-ups here. The left side, which is a 3x8 insert, and then the right side, which has my chipboard stars, my little embellishment there, and then here's the finished flip. I decided to go with the darker blue. Since I did the lighter over here, I went a shade darker over there. And there's my bottom photo, and this one is complete. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this together and that you liked my interpretation of Nocturnal. Thanks for watching.